last channel message I got is the conversation. I figured I'd go live and we'll tap into $20 mini reads. If you guys would like one, just let me know and I'll put you on my list, okay? All right, we are gonna light incense, tap into this energy, and see what this message is about here. Y'all know, one conversation could clear up like a lot of feelings, a lot of things here, okay? And you just got people that just don't want to have it, right? And this is some energy, that you could left behind. It's like it's a simple conversation. Why don't you want to have this? Why don't you want to sit down and talk about something? Because y'all, a lot of people don't like to talk about their feelings. They would rather keep it all inside and just suffer, right? And that's what's going on right now. This full moon in Cancer swooped in and said, oh, you gonna feel this. Y'all see what I'm saying? Yeah, you gonna feel this. All right, let's get a prayer. Beloved ancestral spirit guides, to the Most High God, I call on Archangel Michael for protection. Anybody sending anything physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually, please block and blind them. I call back our energy and send theirs back with full forgiveness in all forms to the universe at this time. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the Most High God. And collective, that's exactly what you did. You forgave somebody, possibly a conversation ain't even been had between y'all, but you forgave them, and you sent all that energy back to the universe. You said, thank you for the lesson. Now I'm headed for my blessings, right? And somebody's sitting here saying, what do you mean you moved on? What do you mean you don't want this conflict? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? You're like, I'm good. Sometimes, collective, we are called to move on without an apology, a conversation. And that's the hardest thing. I was talking to a client earlier, and it made sense. She was like, it's so hard for the forgiveness when they don't even acknowledge what they've done. Right? And it's like, okay, so that's where we're at. All right. But that just kind of lets you know where you're at in a situation with somebody. People do not like taking accountability for their actions. And the energy today that I've been picking up, it's like, okay, I see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know about the betrayal, but you don't want to tell me, but that's fine, right? Something about this. Somebody don't want to have this conversation, though. Listen now. Because they're still the victim, collective. Y'all got to understand now. Some of these people y'all dealing with, they're professional victims. They play that card, they play that role very, very well, right? But see, what they can't play with is your gifts and them love spells and your commitment or your divinity. You see what I'm saying? So it's like they're sitting here and they're like, yeah, they're gonna stay with me. And then, collective, what'd you do? You walked off and you said, no, I'm gonna be single. No, I ain't doing this. And you walked right up out of somebody's poverty lack mindset here, or their karma with this karmic ass masculine here, because somebody don't want to have this conversation. Somebody's sitting in their own pain that they caused. Themselves. By telling lies, by abusing you. Because somebody's really not a nice guy here. They're really cold and calculated, and they thought just doing the love spells and making you stay in a commitment with them, or whatever the case may be, whatever this is. They didn't know that you ain't a karmic feminine. You know your self-worth. You will choose yourself before you choose whatever bullshit somebody's trying to come in. Now somebody don't have no faith. Okay? And you're over here manifesting, staying balanced. And somebody's like, well, I guess I need to go get somebody on my vibration. Yeah, you do. There's a Jezebel spirit out there that'll take you. Okay? And something's ending in him. Okay? It's all good. Listen, you always need to listen. Put your work in. Keep putting your content out. Believe in yourself. Okay? Yeah, because don't you have to have like 50 subscribers to go live? I know they changed up a lot of things for the channels and stuff. But yeah, you got to keep believing in yourself. Keep putting that content out. See, somebody's not a divine feminine. They don't understand compassion. They don't understand love. Somebody could be in their feminine energy. They're in a karmic Jezebel energy, but it's a masculine energy. Just take it where it resonates. And these conversations hurt somebody's ego and pride, and you're over here like just being your authentic self. Y'all got to be careful with those type of people because they don't understand. Like they think you're attacking them whenever you're literally being honest. Okay. Have you ever talked to somebody and they're like, oh, well, we got to argue? And no, we didn't. We had an adult conversation. Now, this goes back to, y'all pay attention, class and session tonight, where there could be a circumstance where you're talking to somebody and what age was they traumatized at? You're talking to that traumatized child. They don't have the emotional intelligence that you do. So they're feeling all vulnerable and all twisted and all turned upside down because you're having a conversation and you're like, why are you so upset about what I'm saying? Because, see, there's some things that you could be talking from experience, collective. You know how things work. And you could be trying to teach somebody and somebody's not teachable because they know everything, and it's like, okay, calm down. We're just having a conversation, right? Hey, babies. And if somebody don't understand that it's just an adult conversation that you're trying to have with them, but they don't even know, they're all wounded and tore up and angry and mad and taking it the wrong way and taking it personal, and it's like, no, you're sit down to listen and not to respond, right? Something about this collective. Tell me about this energy here. Because, see, you're not in no lustful energy. Sex don't fix things. You can't come have sex with me and then make me feel better. Especially if you're fighting some kind of demons over here, you're transferring that shit to me. You're transferring a negative soul tie to me, and you think that you're going to come over here and we're just going to have sex and everything's going to be fine. Somebody may think that sex is love here, okay? Somebody could have been taught this as a child, right? And you're like, no, sex is not love. Mm-hmm. Very interesting. You could be tapping into more gifts as well. Pay attention to your eye twitching like that. You could be dealing with somebody who literally thinks that sex is like is love, and it's like, no. They've been taught a false narrative, or somebody been pushing a false narrative, and something about this. It's like, no, hold on. Yeah. See, somebody's they're not getting this actual money, abundance in reverse. Somebody could think, spending money on you is love. That could be their love language, and you're like, no, I don't want money. I want love. I want emotion. Your love language could be very different. You know what I'm saying? Their love language could be money and sex, and you're like, well, I don't want sex and I don't want money. I want your emotions. I want all of you. I could care less about that. I have my own money, and sex is not that serious. Somebody here could have jumped into something with you thinking, that you are very materialistic and, sex is going to work and this, and this. And it's like, okay, it's time to have this conversation. Like, hold on, no, like, I didn't marry you for a financial plan. I didn't get with you for a financial plan. I didn't get over here with you because you look good, and because everything look good, I ain't healed, okay? And definitely could be sick. And see, you're not surprised by this energy because this could be some type of shit that you was dealing with before you ascended here. And now you're seeing things more clear here, right? Well, I feel like this could be somebody from your past watching you and they're like, wow, they're way different. Because you have stepped into your inner child and your higher self here. Okay? Somebody can have some health issues here and they need to address this, okay? And it could be all the conflict that somebody has within them or with people, places, or things around them. They could be figuring out this is where their health issues is coming from, is all the conflicts. And now all of a sudden somebody's like, the doctor could tell somebody, listen, there's a lot of things going on here. You need to release whatever you're going through, right? Because this is making you sick, right? And somebody could be sitting here saying, okay, I need to block these motherfuckers. Hold on. I don't want this conflict. Because now somebody's having to address their health. And see, somebody could be mad at the doctor, okay? I will be honest. This is a conversation between a patient and a doctor here. And the doctor's like, listen, you need to quit drinking. You need to, whatever conflict you need to do something here. They might even try to put somebody in rehab here because somebody's overindulging. And it's like this conversation is going to trigger somebody like, oh, I don't have no problem. Yeah, you do. Yes, you do. Right? Because if you don't address this problem, what's going to happen is you're going to end up in prison. And somebody here probably didn't listen, and now they're calling. Now they're calling from jail saying, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. And then exactly. And somebody was probably, like I said, what did I say about warnings in 2025? Now we slid right into 2026, and now towers is falling, and it's like this conversation was had in 2025. You need to address A, B, D, or C, whatever the case may be. And somebody sitting here like, oh no, I'm not the problem. I don't have no problem. Blah, blah, blah. And now they keep calling back to back to back to back. Y'all see what I'm saying? Yeah, mature woman, you're protected. Spirit telling you to move on, okay? From something here. You are not locked in somebody's bondage with them. And see, this could have been something you had to address, right? And it's like now somebody is watching you and they're triggered by you. And it's like, okay, well, because y'all, a lot of times I'll have a conversation with people and like they'll cuss my ass out. And then they'll come back and be like, VG, I'm sorry. You know, I was triggered. Now I see what you're saying. Collective, it's okay to be triggered. If I'm triggering you, that means that we are getting to the root of the problem, right? Because that means that we are addressing the issue there. And it's really, really important. I remember shit whenever I used to be like, I don't got no problem. Shit. When collective, the whole time I was the fucking problem, right? But I just was good at hiding it. I was good at putting on a show and, shit like this. It was like I said back then, whenever I was in full-blown addiction, in my pictures, baby, you couldn't tell nothing, okay? Because I was flawless. Hair in place, makeup in place, outfit on point. You know what I'm saying? But your ass didn't know that I snorted 5 pills and was over here getting ready to do 10 more. You didn't know that I already done drank a whole damn bottle of Paul Masson and over here done hit some coke. Yeah, shit. Them pictures told a million stories. A million. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, I remember whenever I got put in rehab. Y'all, it was so sad because my family tried to hide it. Whenever I got out of rehab, I was gone for a month. And they tried to hide it from everybody. Like, my cousin come to see me and she was like, I've been looking for you like the last month and nobody knew where you was. Y'all, my family literally did not want to tell anybody that they had to put me in rehab because I tried to overdose. You see what I'm saying? Because everybody's so ashamed of everything. Well, now, let me just tell you something. Years later, that was in 2010. That's 2025, okay? I'm not ashamed of who I was, what I went through. It made me the woman that I am today. I'm not going to apologize for me going through that. You see what I'm saying? Thank you. I appreciate that. You see what I'm saying? It's like people want you to be ashamed of what you've been through. That's bullshit. That chapter of my life, y'all, literally saved me, right? But listen, this is the tricky part about this situation. Is I went to rehab. I didn't go back to the pills. You know what I went to? The bottle. Started drinking. And I was in a false reality because I'm like, yeah, I'm sober, I'm doing this, but I'm at the Mexican restaurant literally tossing back a whole fucking pitcher of tequila. still living in a false reality. Because what I done was is I switched one out for the other. You see what I'm saying? And somebody's upset because you can have this conversation. No, you're still in active addiction because you traded one for the other here. And somebody could be mad about this. They're like, well, I could go in the store and buy alcohol, but do you know alcohol is real bad for you? Okay? It starts as a coping mechanism and then your body starts depending on it. Did they tell you what it does to the body? You see what I'm saying? There's some conversations being had here and people are being triggered and they don't know what to do. But collective, sometimes that conversation is needed. And don't take it personal because sometimes you don't even know a person is a gift in your life, especially if they've been through things like that. If I can talk to you and I'm speaking from experience and I'm not blowing smoke up your ass, I'm telling you, I know them feelings that you have because I felt that way. I know what it was like, right? It comes off a little better than somebody who is like, well, listen, in the book, it tells you to do this and this and this and blah, blah, blah. This is like, y'all remember we was talking about the social workers that come in and that don't have kids. How you gonna tell me how to raise my kid when you don't got one? How you gonna tell me how to recover if you ain't never had to recover from something? How are you gonna tell me how to feel about a situation whenever you was never in an SA situation? When it never happened to you. You see what I'm saying? It comes better from somebody that's actually experienced certain things, whatever you're dealing with right now. Exactly. And that's really, really important. And it's like people get offended that are still over here in the closet doing A, B, C, or D. And it's like, yes, it does. Yes, yes. Because, baby, I feel like I was the Incredible Hulk whenever I was drinking. Listen, I was the pro driver. I knew everything. Listen, I was the pro boxer. You know what I mean? Yes. Mm-hmm. And that's a lot of the, see, you know, and I'm glad that you brought that up, sis, because there could be a situation where there are some people looking at you and they know that you have been through some kind of addiction. Okay. And somebody's over here and they're like dogging you. And this person is opening up a program and somebody finna call you and say, hey, listen, you about to be the face of this addiction recovery program. Excuse me? Huh? Yeah, I need you. See what I'm saying? I need you to come over here because you done been through these things. We need for you to be the voice for the people, for whatever's going on here. And somebody's fixing to watch you step into something so beautiful and they're fixing to be like, hold up. Well, that's just not fair. They don't deserve that. You don't know what that person's been through. Who are you to tell somebody what they deserve? Y'all see what I'm saying, collective? And there's some conversations fixing to be had, and somebody finna sit down and be like, do you know that that person right there will be able to help the whole fucking community of people? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's like somebody's fixing to eat their words when this conversation comes through. You know, somebody could be asking around about you. Hey, you know how I can get in touch with them? You got a direct number? I need to speak with them, whatever. And this person's like, don't nobody talk to them. Don't you know what they've been doing? You would not believe this. And they're like, no, actually, we know exactly what's been going on. And we want to talk to that person. And we think that we can hire them on. And somebody is sitting here and they are chewing on their words right now. Because collective, you are stepping into a very creative time in your life. Mm-hmm. Yes. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Moving in silence, they ain't even know. You over here on the plane drunk as hell. Hey, I'm telling you, the same people that be judging y'all, these are the conversations that are being had, and they're like, well, you know, such and such pulled it together and got their life together. You know, they're not in the streets, they ain't doing this. They've actually they're out here, they just bought them a house, they're doing this, they created a family, they went and got married, and somebody sitting here and they're like, what do you mean? What do you mean, collective? Just like my hair is wild today. You've been the wild child. Fuck it. Listen. And everything you've been through taught your ass something. And now here you are. You know what I'm saying? Shit, God gonna get us through anything. It's a blessing. Tell me what's going on with this conversation, spirit. To somebody, the community. But I say the community over here talking about your ass, okay? Yes. Period. You know? Hey, Miss Jones. The community's like, shit, if you seen such and somebody hates you, and they're like, ugh, you're like the fourth person that's come and told me this and this. What I say about you creating that content and you keep popping up on somebody's timeline and somebody's so sick of your ass because they keep trying to put you down and hold you down and they can't put you down, collective, okay? Go out there and be your fucking self. It is what it is. You don't need nobody's fucking approval or their validation to go be great in life. All of us have been through something that we don't want to look at, we don't want to see, but we had to feel that shit and we had to heal it and move the fuck on, okay? And this Cancer full moon is coming up and saying, "Oh, you remember this? Yeah, yeah, You remember, baby, whenever they was kicking you while you was down? Now look at you, okay?" Yeah, divine masculine. I could be talking to your ass, okay? And it's like this, divine masculine. Okay, you got to check your past. Yeah, you went through things. Yeah, you chose karmic cycles. Yeah, your family ain't shit. Yeah, you possibly went to prison. Yep, you got this going on. Yep, you was an addict. Yep, you was a recovering drug dealer. You done this, you done that. And that's right. You're like the fourth or fifth person that said that. I'm so glad you guys found me again. Look, it's divine timing. But divine masculine, let me tell you something. Your story is literally going to go out here and help change some young men who don't even understand what the fuck they out there doing. They don't want to go do no calendars. They don't need to be in them streets. They need to understand going out here tapping into that entrepreneurship and being their self and really getting your story out there. Yes, there's gonna be people from your hometown. They're gonna judge you. They're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, you don't even know about them." No, but let me tell you about me. Let me tell you how I was a fuck up. Let me tell you how I done this. How I was out here and I wasn't a good leader. And I done A, B, C, or D. But this is where it got me, right? Step into your power. This is how. Nobody cares about what you did back then. What are you doing right now to change your life? It is. It's like they want you to be ashamed of what you've been through in your lifetime, collective, and I'm not ashamed of shit. I don't give a fuck. I'll talk about it. I'll laugh about it too. Okay. Hell yeah, I was a fuck up. Hell yeah, I was a wild child. But you know what? I'm very proud of myself, collective, because the one thing that I wanted to accomplish was my parents watching me get clean and get my life together. And I accomplished that. And my children too. Before I laid any of them to rest, my kids and my parents got to witness mama and daughter get her life together and be that example that needs to be out here in the world and talking about these type of things. And there's so many people that always want to discredit me and say this and say that, but this is the thing. Put them shoes on. Go through and fight them demons that I fought, and I've survived it. And my children and my parents, all the hell that we went through is now getting to watch me sit here and be somebody different. And y'all, it feels so good. That's why they can't tell me shit. I don't care who says what, nothing. Cause I've came a very, very long way. And you know, the fact that my parents didn't have to lay me to rest and my children didn't have to lay me to rest is a very huge blessing. Because where I was headed in life and I was in that coma, yeah, it could have been serious. It could have went that far, right? That's why I don't need y'all to ever sit and look at yourself and say, I'm not good enough. I can't, just because you failed. Failure equals success. Okay? We was not put here to validate everybody else and do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like there's so many people sitting here, they don't understand that struggle. If you ain't never been through it, you don't get it. Maybe sometimes, you need to sit and listen to somebody's story. Maybe it'll help you change your life and you know what you need to do and where you need to go, right? We are all finding ourselves still. And it's very, very important. Don't be afraid to open up and be that person that can help everybody. But I will say this, have compassion for yourself. Because sometimes you have people that come in and try to downplay you and act like they won't help and they want this and they want that and they want this, but really they want your resources. And it's like, hold on, what's going on here? What's the deal here? Why I gotta go through this one? Because some people orchestrate certain things to pull you back into these type of situations. Okay, I want y'all to pay attention to that. Okay, I got you, love. Um, and they can't pull you back. I want y'all to really, really focus on this right now. You have some people here that is like, oh, why can't I pull you back into this storm? Why can't I pull you back into this? Because collective, you already learned your lesson. You can't beat this over my head that I done A, B, C, or D. I know I done it because I was suffering. My inner child was screaming, we needed to fix ourselves. And now that you're fixing yourself, that's what's really, really important here. So now you can't make me mad. Now you can't make me triggered. Now you can't pull me back into this. And it's like these conversations that you could be going around and having with certain people, that's why they're triggered. Because you survived something that they orchestrated for your ass to be already gone. Okay. And it's like, what do you mean they're holding a seminar of they're talking to the community? Exactly, because God had different plans. Y'all, I remember back years ago, whenever I chose to, and I'm gonna say this exactly how it is, I chose to stay in an abusive marriage, and I remember being kicked and beaten and laying in that kitchen floor, and instead of getting up, I just prayed to God to just let this man take me out and kill me, because this man was killing my spirit. I didn't know that I could get up. See what I'm saying? And that's how they want you to feel. Like you can't get up, collective. You can get up. Okay? No matter what is going on. And at that moment, I felt so hopeless. My spirit, my physical body, I was so tired. And instead of me getting up, do you know what I chose to do? Got up, wait until he went to sleep, snorted some cocaine, and just sit there. Clean the house. Because I knew whenever he got up, it was going to be the same shit. If the house wasn't clean, I was going to take an ass whooping. And instead of me choosing to get the kids and leave, guess what I done? I stayed there. Because I felt obligated. I was scared. My spirit was so trapped, I didn't even know. Now, fast forward now. Child, who's staying? Who do you think try to put your foot on me? Because you gonna need your mama, your daddy, your sister, and everybody else. That's why whenever a woman or a man comes to me and says, you know what, I've stayed and I feel so ashamed. Baby, that was taught behavior. You could have watched somebody be beat your whole life and you thought it was normal. You thought that was love because that was me. I thought that was love. I thought that was normal. Because I always watch my aunt get the shit whooped out of her. She'd get back up, walk around with a black eye, a broken ankle, all kind of shit. Still cleaning the house, bathing the kids, getting them where they needed to be. And at some point, Y'all, I'm gonna say this. I don't blame my aunt for stepping out because that was her way of getting the fuck out of a situation. She went and started cheating with another man, and she knew that that man would protect her. Even though he was in a whole situation, it's like she was trying to find a way out. And now, me being a grown woman, I understand it. She was like, okay, he'll fight for me. He'll fight for me. And he did. Even though the way it all happened and the way it was orchestrated and she was sneaking around and everything else, but as a little girl I seen her be beaten so much. I mean, hit with a car, black eyes, ankles. I mean, y'all, it was horrible. Okay. And then I remember my uncle getting his karma. That's why I say karma's real. Cause y'all, let me tell you something, child. When he met that beast, oh, she tore his ass up. He thought he was gonna come in there drunk and try to beat on her. Child, let me just tell you something. She tore his ass up. Yeah. Um, and I remember I was in the house and he walked up and he slapped her and she slammed that door and she jerked that cord out of the wall, the phone cord. And I'm like sitting over here in the corner and I am watching her. She took this long ass candle holder thing and she just started whooping his head with that. And only thing that I could think about was my aunt and how he used to beat her. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, y'all, I was so young. I was like, oh my gosh. And at this time, y'all, I'm trapped in the house. I can't get out. I can't use the phone, nothing. And it's like, oh my gosh, what is about to happen here? But y'all, before she done all that shit, she called 911. She already had the cops on the way. But within the time it took the cops to get there and did this, she whooped the shit out of him. And after that, y'all, for so many years, my uncle went to jail for domestic abuse, domestic violence, with every woman that he ended up with. Because my aunt never ever called the cops on him. She never pressed charges on him. She never put him in jail, nothing. But it was like after that, every relationship, he was going to jail for domestic violence. It was bad. And it's like, if I'm talking to somebody right now and you with somebody that's abusing you, and it ain't gotta be physically, it can be mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually, whatever. Baby, it's time for you to leave that in 2025. Okay? Cause I remember being that scared little girl. Cause I thought it was okay. I used to watch my aunt get up after every beating and just she was programmed going back to cleaning the house and picking the mess up and taking care of the drunk over here that just got done fucking beating my life out of me, taking care of that fucking drunk, right? Cause that's what I thought it was normal. And then I remember there was one night I snapped out of it. There was a fight. I got hit in the face, and it was like y'all something woke up inside of me, and I was like, "Who are you? What is wrong with you? Hold on!" And it was like I flipped out. It's like like everything inside of me just flipped over, like, and I was like, "Don't touch me again." And I looked at him and I said, "I'm walking out this door." I said, "I don't care what you break in here." I said, "You gonna replace it?" I said, "Hell, you bought it. I don't give a fuck about it. But you're not gonna put your hands on me ever again." That's it. That's all. And y'all, it was hard because we was always taught whenever you got a family, you don't leave your husband with your kids. You're supposed to make it all work. And y'all, there was this officer. He'd come out multiple times, and I remember the last time he come out in 2008. He said to me, "Are you leaving this time?" He said, "Because I don't want to come back next time." He said, "And have to bring my yellow tape." He said, "Because he's going to end up killing you." I was like, "Oh, I'm done. You can take them. I don't give a shit where you take them." And I looked at him. I said, "I'm just ready to go down there and get this all over with." And y'all, I had put myself in the back of the police car. I was like, "Can I smoke my cigarette and then get back here and you take me down here? Because I'm done." In 2008, y'all, that's a 10, right? I turned around and finally took my life back. And it's been amazing ever since. Yeah, I faced a lot of trials and tribulations, but baby, that little girl back there didn't have no strength. Her spirit was being drained and beat out of her. Now I'm not taking no beatings. I ain't doing none of that. I'll stay right where I need to be, right over here out the way. Okay. I don't know who needs to hear that, but that's some real shit. Okay, let's hop into the mini reads. Who's at the send me a cash app? I don't want to say, okay, let me give you the initials. Okay, let's just say that. SM. And collective, that's where I need you to have that type of resilience to get up. Okay. There is no, I don't care what kind of ties you got with somebody, what how many kids you got, whatever. You've been in this family all these years. You do not deserve to be somebody's whooping post, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially. I don't give a shit what it is. You don't deserve to be like that or be that person, period. Okay. Okay, perfect. Yeah, sis, I feel like you're closing out something here. And somebody here wants to keep on trying to twist and turn things, but I feel like you remember exactly how things went down and what happened because I feel like you have the scars. You have the trauma. You have something here that you carried away from you. And you're not like using this as a torch. You're using this as like a guide to say, okay, I'm not going back to this. Does that make sense? Yeah, 613. Hold on, y'all. My chat has stopped here. Okay, there we go. There we go. Mm-hmm. And see, also too, you could come from a background like this, sis, and what's going on right now is there's some people still stuck in this, and you chose yourself and walked away. Let me tell you something. That right there is the most powerful thing because there could be people sitting in situations right now, and they've been sitting there for 20, 30, 40 years. And you was like, nah, I'm getting the fuck up out of this. And everybody's so mad at you, and they're like, "Well, they're just such a she's just a disappointment. Like, can you believe that she just done this and this and this?" Yeah, I can believe it because it's called choosing yourself. A lot of people get offended whenever you find self love and you start choosing yourself. Yeah, sometimes you gotta say fucking and let the whole fucking house just go, right? Let the whole fucking tower fall. But where are you at right now? Where are you at right now? By simply letting the fucking tower fall and stop fighting something here, okay? And I'm very proud of you, man. Fuck them. They don't deserve to have you around if you're always somebody's whooping stick. Physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. Y'all gotta stop cussing so much too, okay? We're gonna say F them, okay? But it's like I can feel it. Mm-hmm. And you know how many years that's been going on? SM, where you at, baby? I'm reading for you. I'm trying to find you. I can't remember your screen name to save my damn life, okay? So many people that come, y'all, but that's a blessing, okay? That's probably a good thing that I can't remember because I got so many of y'all, okay? Listen, it's a beautiful thing. Shit. Let me go back over here and look. Okay, tell me what's going on here. Yeah, changes. And these same entities cannot do something here. Okay, there you are. I knew it. I knew it. Okay, I knew I wasn't tripping. I was like, hold on. Thank you for emailing me. It's all good. Why do I feel like you're being judged? Because you're causing a whole domino effect and a change within a family dynamic or something here. Because you're choosing yourself and they're mad at you and this, and this. It's like, what? Like, how are you going to be mad at me because I'm choosing to do whatever I want to do? What's making me happy? So now it's like, well, you can't be a part of the family. We don't love you. We don't care. Don't make that. Bye. Shit. Who wants to be a part of some corrupt ass stuff like this? Like, what? Make it make sense for me while I sit here and drink my damn drink. Hold on, listen now. Mm-hmm. That part. Because now you are the change. That's why your foundation is standing strong. Mature woman. You're being very mature about this. Yeah, you could have some people that's upset because you ain't addressing the issue either. You just cut their ass off. Mm-hmm. Yep, you're over here just toiling labor, baby. You putting that hard work in, doing what you need to do, high priestess, and it is what it is. Thank you. Tell me about this energy here. Rising star. Mm-hmm. They can't keep you in bondage. And you got some abundance coming in here. And somebody can't manipulate the situation. Okay?
Stepson.
Hold on, y'all. Gotta talk to my son. Okay, y'all. Sorry about that. All right. So yeah, you could be getting some phone calls here. Okay. Yeah. Somebody they just know that they can't come in and steal from you anymore and lie and deceive. Hercules, he just shut the door on you and just kept you in here, didn't he? Okay. Yeah, you didn't close the door on something. Y'all, Hercules, see his Hercules got up this morning, right? And he was sleeping here on the floor beside the bed beside his daddy. And then I get up and earlier, and then he comes in there. He just lays his face right here on my leg, and just sitting there. See, something about you nurturing yourself. Okay, you could have animals that could be very significant. They could be clingy, like Hercules here. Mm-hmm. You going out there? Yeah, he shut the door on you. Go on. There you go. And see, you shut the door on something here. Okay, you could have shut the door on some emotion, so on some real bad emotions as well. That could be, and being very mature about a situation, and somebody wanted you to, like, I feel like they wanted to emotionally control you, and you being very mature about something. And you're staying in this bliss energy. And I just got your other email. Okay, listen now. It also it's like they're also trying to control your relationships. And this could be like in business or with a partner or with people, friends. And it's like somebody's real upset, SM, if you don't follow their narrative. If you're, this is almost like an occult leader. I'm gonna be honest. They're mad because you don't follow this occult situation or whatever, and like you like, I'm not doing none of this shit. Hey, what's going on, Anthony? What are you doing, babies? Hercules keeps coming in here. Something about some protection, okay? You could have a protection from a passed on Scorpio. Okay, yeah, I got you. Was you trying to book a reading, Anthony? Hey, babies.
Oh, babies, what is that right there?
Okay. You can send it to my Cash App or PayPal. Okay, Anthony? And I will be available tomorrow. Just let me know. Because I got somebody else I got to talk to as well. So, yeah. But it'll be two of y'all. Yeah, because somebody's not a nice guy here. Okay? Somebody's very childish. He could have some childhood wounds. And he needs to go address something here. Yeah, and now this person don't know what to expect because this ain't real love, okay? Now somebody done got them some spiritual, legal legalities here, and now your spirit team done pulled up and over here, pulling up, taking some people and pulling off with them, okay? If you know what I mean. The name Jean could be very significant. Hey, babies. Hmm. I want to stop right there, sis. If you want to go, if you want to do a whole nother, I'm doing a $20 mini read for somebody. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you want to go deeper, we can. I just don't want to do it on this live, okay? Y'all, that is something about these $20 mini reads I want to tell y'all. If I start getting other things that I feel like don't need to be shared with the outside world, because a lot of people come through and watch these lives, I don't want to. I don't want to put your business out there like that, okay? Just something about this, I don't want to do like that, okay? Huh? Okay. Yeah, Anthony. If you want your personal, just send over your Cash App or PayPal. Okay, and I got you because I was reading a little bit through your messages. I just had to take the past couple of days to really like pull back, and that's why I took like a whole day off from work. And the collective normally knows like I don't take days off from work, but this energy with this Cancer full moon has been very very heavy. And it's like it's really really serious, okay. Hmm. Yeah, Anthony, you're there's a lot. It's a lot. You're okay. Y'all, it's wild because look, see, SM, ever since I started reading you, my dog come in here, now he's laying back behind my chair. There is some heavy protection that's going on. Yeah, yeah. You said the other one was broke. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. Let me tell you, that's why. Look, y'all, I didn't get out of bed till like 12:30 this afternoon. Real shit. I have been resting. I have like that's it. That's all for me, folks. I laid down and that was it. And last night I didn't even make it to the bed. I fell asleep on the couch. This morning I woke up and I came and I got in the bed and yeah, I slept till damn near 1 o'clock. I was tired because I could feel this energy is so heavy. People are just like burning out their self and not, and it's like suppressing things and just trying to stay busy. Y'all need to stop doing that. That's not, it's not helping your mental health, your physical health, all this stuff. Lay down, right? Get you some rest. Yeah, that's really, really important. Staying in go mode, y'all, and you exhaust yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially. Because listen, I promise you, if you feel like you got to work hard and do all of this, that money going to be there. Shit, it's going to be there. Trust me. But you got to focus on your health because your health is your wealth, right? That's really, really important. Okay. Yes, it is. And see, that's why I was saying, like, I wanted to stop right there because it's like almost you got to be careful with how you express yourself and what's really really going on here because there's so many entities and people places and things involved that's been put in place to for that controlling mechanism, right? And it's like hmm. But first, I got to put everybody in this crash out energy, and then I got to make them feel some type of way, and then everybody, will get in their head and start doing this. But that's what happens whenever you play with people's money, or their kids, or their family, or their foundation and things like that. Listen, y'all, a lot of this shit is orchestrated. Mm-hmm. A lot of this shit is orchestrated. I'm good. I feel rested. Thank you for asking. Y'all, hold on one second. Do I got anybody else that needs a $20 mini read? Y'all just let me know, okay? And send me a Cash App or PayPal. Because, y'all, I am going to be off here in a few minutes because I got to go and meet up with my son's son. And we're going to have dinner and stuff. Um, but, yeah, I'll be right back, okay? Okay, thank you guys. Hey, babies. Um, you know what? I don't know how you would get a payment. Do y'all use PayPal over there? They don't get it. They don't understand. Yeah, it charges a fee anyways. Yeah, when you send money. Okay, no problem. Just send me an email, Anthony. Okay, I'll put you down here. Uh, okay. All right. Give me a message here for. All right. Give me some messages here for Tisha. What's going on? I heard that move is going to be fast. Okay. Some type of moves that you're making, accelerating, all gas, no brake. Okay. Yeah. Awakening. Rich guy in reverse. This person knows they don't have any more power over you. Yeah, you're not getting involved in these legal issues, leaving this destruction behind here. You remember we was talking about how you not supposed to carry these burdens with you. Third parties in reverse, somebody don't know what to think. Okay, yeah, this voodoo over here. It can't keep you stuck. Hey, hey. Yeah, and see this rich guy in reverse is enamored with your energy and trying to keep you from traveling, trying to keep you stuck in this cycle here. And it's like, nah, I can't do this with you. Look, divine feminine. He can't block your path wherever you're supposed to be going. Because you're meeting up with your soul tribe, with your soul family. Yeah. Because look, you got rituals in reverse. Lot of confusion. Love, look, love offer in reverse. This ain't no love. This is trying to keep you stuck. You know, sis, thinking about this last night in my live, I was talking about past life connections. A lot of people, that's why we always say don't go back to your past, because this could be a past life connection where they like literally took over your destiny and like enslaved you, or done something right and unallowed you. And this is like this type of energy. Okay. This gonna be very, it's this could be a past life connection that you was told to leave behind here. But with the circumstances, you feel like you got to stay in bondage with this person because they don't have anybody, and you see how their family's doing them, but they ain't paying attention. So it's like, well, you got to leave them where they lie. Okay. Exactly. Yeah. Balancing out your chakras and staying balanced. And not abandon yourself is the biggest thing here. Yeah, going toward your distant future here. Emotional pain. It's like you're supposed to endure all the emotional pain that somebody's going through, and this is a false narrative. Like, this is something that they have to go through. And this full moon in Cancer could be really, really affecting these people because of what they thought they was going to make you endure. This is their own path. They have to do this. This ain't yours. Yeah. Y'all, that's the craziest thing about what's going on right now is everybody else thinks that you should have to take on what they're going through. Yeah. It's like unexpected money not coming. How does that got anything to do with you? You're focused on what you got going on. You're doing what you're supposed to do. It's like they feel like you should be enduring the same pain as them. And it's like, no, this is, you have your own path, your own karmic debt you got to clear up. Look, ascending to a higher commitment. That's what y'all supposed to be doing together. But instead, we're trying to keep us in this imprisonment energy and not listen to our beloved ancestors is what's going here. And it's like, nah, we're not going to do this. Envious, jealous. Self-love, no manipulation, period. Because you're figuring out this is a karmic ass masculine. Poverty in a house, I'm telling you. It's like he come in to keep you in poverty and keep your household in reverse, keep your occupation in reverse. And he wants to just keep having you stuck in this energy like this is your burden. No, baby, it's not. You ain't got no concerns. That's why I said something about moving fast. Okay? That's what I got for you, love bug. Exactly. You get to listen now. And that's why we talk about no more warnings. It's like, well, shit, if you ain't get it, you ain't got it this far. I don't know what to tell you, shit. But I gotta keep it moving, okay? Focus on achievements and your hard work. You understood your assignment, sis. But all this false ass shit trying to keep you off your path and abusing you, keeping you mentally unstable with these fake ass love spells, yeah, this ain't working. Folks don't believe fat means greasy. That's exactly right. Shit, listen. Look, my device almost fell when you posted that. That's some real shit. Yeah. Hey, y'all know I'm quick. I'm like the block queen. I'm finna block everything. I don't give a fuck. Don't come over here playing with my peace and my sanity. I ain't taking on your damn karma. Listen now, you got to handle your own. Cause VG already done got her behind beat a whole lot. Okay, I ain't finna do this. It's like no, no. You can have that yourself. Thank y'all so much for the gifts. I appreciate y'all very much. Yeah, Y'all listen, in my daily energy check-in, somebody kept calling my phone. And it was like spam calls. This number from this number, this number from that. And then whenever I did answer it, it's like they're sitting there quiet and they're not saying anything. And I'm like, okay, block, block, block. It's weird. Okay. Somebody needs access to your energy as well. That's going to be very significant. Because they need access to your energy to do whatever it is they trying to do. And Spirit's like, nah, you need to cut that shit off. Yeah, it's weird. All right, so family, I don't got anybody else. Because I'm about to go on and get off of here and go eat some dinner and have some family time, okay? Um, I just want to send everybody some love, light, and healing. Thank y'all so much for all the support and viewing all the messages. Make sure that y'all are subscribed and hit that notification bell, okay? So you are notified when I post content and when I'm going live, okay? Um, all right, y'all. I'm gonna be able to breathe in a minute. Hercules. But yes, I want to send everybody some love, light, and healing. Listen, I don't know what's going on with it with this conversation, but baby, it's about to trigger some people, okay? But shit, it whatever. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, listen now. Don't nobody got time. Yeah, we're gonna have a great night. Thank you guys so much, and like I said, y'all keep choosing yourself and do what you're supposed to do. And maybe there's a conversation here that needs to be had, okay? And like I said, sometimes it just takes one conversation to literally clear up some things, because somebody can have like a whole different perception of something, and that ain't even what you meant, because somebody was listening to respond instead of listening to understand. They could have took it all the wrong way, and they come from a very triggered place and they didn't understand. That ain't what you were saying, right? Hey, it's all good. No problem, babies. Hey, make sure that you put SHERRY, not an I, okay? Peace, love, and light. Talk to you later.